for youth. That was hard to see because it was a run-down place. The after-school program, what they were trying to teach and what they were trying to do in such limited capacity, and really amazing people putting everything they had on the line to help these youth who, if they didn't have an after-school program, would probably end up in jail just because of the way things go there. This woman who's such a leader and who's so prominent and who has so many important things to say
My graduating class
all
was the largest class.
today, for her to tell her story. I got such a deeper understanding of Pastor Pat Wright, her ministry, and why her focus on crossing race lines and crossing religious lines is so important.
God be over, thou great Jehovah. I'm just a pilgrim through this barren land.
My father was the pastor of the Pleasant Valley Baptist Church in Carthage. And I've been gone from Texas for 44 years. And so I go to there every other year. I'm down there, but I had never ever had an opportunity to go back to the church where I really learned how to play, which was the Pleasant Valley Baptist Church that my father pastored, in all the 44 years that I had been going back and forth until 2008. So what you witnessed was probably the greatest time I've ever had in my life.
The number one thing I remember from Pleasant Valley was driving there.
We had rented minivans, and the minivans we got were very nice. And there were like 8 of them. We were a caravan. We were a posse. We were prominent.
I remember driving in those big fancy cars through those neighborhoods, and I had never really seen, I don't even have words for that.
And then there's this Pleasant Valley Church, which is all brick, and it was still a smallish building comparatively in some cities, but it was like a castle next to these other houses that were right across the street.
You could see her transforming into a very momentous occasion, what she has accomplished with her life and her music and her ministry. She's well established as a musical talent. She is a respected pastor. She is a highly vocal and beloved, committed member to anti-racism and anti-oppression work. And so, what she has accomplished and be able to walk into her daddy's church where it all started was pretty amazing. You could see that starting to she needed to start to take that time.
I loved it. I know that his spirit was there, watching over it, because it was my father who saw the gifts in me and who forced me to use them. And so it was an honor to be in my father's church.
They knew something was going on at the church, so they were there. They were at the church. Church was packed.
We are here tonight, none other than to lift up the name Jesus in song. Amen. I guess all of us in here like singing because we are here.
I have experience with the Total Experience Gospel Choir from Seattle, Washington, because I used to be part of the Total Experience Choir from Seattle, Washington. Amen. So I know what they can do. I used to sit on those things right there and play my little heart out, and now and then get a shoe thrown at me because you say I'm wrong. But that's not so.
the reason I come to Mississippi is, you know, I want to get what money can't buy.
All right.
So that's the simple reason.
Tyrone is my friend from Tokyo, Japan. He's my soul brother.
You are so beautiful to me. Yes, you are.
Tyrone. Singing, "You are so beautiful to me." And all the women loving it and just screaming, standing up and loving it. It was just brilliant.
The music was amazing. It was very much a concert, but it was very much a legacy concert. And some of the songs sang we had heard before, but it was in a whole new light.
This song to sing, it was just a song. But now it's a testimony.
Why should I feel?
Oh, yeah.
Should the shadow?
Camila is a young lady who was caught in the hurricane. At that time, she was 16 years of age.
Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home?
So then, you know, this very poor neighborhood that I described earlier, they had an offering for the work that Pat was doing. She explained that we're here, we're on our way to Mississippi to help a man rebuild his house from Katrina. And that they then said, you know, come and give an offering. And the people of this town, this little place, came up and they gave money.
Well, I know my nephew wrote a check for $1,000 to get it all started, and I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000
On the spot, Monday night. I don't know where that money came from. I don't know where that money came from. Because it didn't look, I mean, this was very intentional giving to what you do. That was the message that's over and over. Church is what you do. It's how you live your life. And that really put me in my place.
As the kids say, I was tore up from the floor up. I was an emotional mess.
Who'd have thought?